Hey guys, what's going on? It's Giuseppe. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you're having an amazing Thursday or Monday. Hopefully it's Monday. It's a great day to make some money. With that said, I have an update for you. Now, one of the more popular videos I've done has been focused on Orchestrator agents, this AI Orchestrator agents. And I had one of you guys, one of you very intelligent, stud, goated with the sauce bros, step up and send me this comment, which sent me for a complete spiral because I immediately had to figure out what I was missing, and I was missing a lot. Now, this guy here, this is what he said. It's one of the comments. Guy's freaking badass. He goes, I never liked using subagents as it's really hard to get it to do precision. I prefer using precise / commands for doing X tasks at a time. What does that mean? What does that mean? And then I remember seeing this on some of the GitHubs that I was on. And I was like, this guy had a full thing of / commands. And I was like, well, let's find out what this is. Let's have a chat about it. So I go into here and I'm like, oh, like this is one of the, it's one of the big guys and I follow his stuff. And I go into here, I was like, I remember seeing commands and I didn't really understand them. Well, let me show you an example of a professional command, and then I'm going to run you through how I've updated my orchestrator commands to do pretty much the same thing as what is already happening here. Because once you understand these / commands, like the commenter said, it is extremely precise. I'll walk you through an example of what it is here to get you started. A quick explanation and example. So the / commands, I'm going to pull this up. I'll pull this up so you can have a look at one. Which one would be good for us to review? Code analysis as an example, right? Or bug fix. Who doesn't need a bug fix, right? So description, systematic workflow to fix bugs, whatever, right? Category, version control kit, argument hint, bug description, allowed tools, right? And then understand the bug arguments. Before starting, create an issue with descriptive title, check the branch to switch to it, fix the bug. On completion, get commit with descriptive message, push the branch to remote repository, create PR, and link the issue. This is a lot of it's very specific. So here's what it is. / commands are custom shortcuts that expand into longer prompts when you type them into the Claude Code terminal, okay? So they live in a section called .claude / commands. This is how it's set up on everyone's computer. If you're in ChatGPT, I'm sure it's something similar. And you can roll through it, okay? So what you would put in. So I'll show you here. So here's the difference in how / commands work versus agents. / commands are context light, user triggered, reusable, and consistent. Agents are task focused, parallel, and context isolated and chainable. Okay. Now you can create an argument, okay, for review, create a landing page. And within that landing page / command, you can have all of the specific things that you need in a landing page. Use this, for example, let's go, or create a website for company name in niche, right? So let's say we take this and we want to turn it into a / command. Now, at the end here, I'm going to show you a little shortcut for, if you comment at the end, I'm going to give you a shortcut for all of the / commands that I'm now creating for my own workflow to save me on this stuff, because the difference is that agents have a lot of variability, right? They have the ability to use other tools, but they are essentially siloed into their own little unit. And that's what they do, is they do specific work on a specific tasks. Now, I'm going to show you an example of that, but here's the old design that I had for the master orchestrator. Now, if you've been watching and following along, you know that, right? We started off with a copywriting orchestrator, and this was an agent that would command other agents. We'd give it a request, it would create a plan, and that plan then would delegate its work to each of the different agents. And then I was like, well, let's take this a step up. Let's create an orchestrator that creates a plan which manages these other agents. Now, it still works. It will work. But what I found was actually getting the agent, the master orchestrator, to actually engage with these different orchestrators was variable at best, right? I would say, hey, I need copywriting done for this. Use an agent, use an orchestrator, go ahead and do it. And it would often not, it would just ignore them. And I'd have to create these other commands to finagle. Excuse me. I would have to create these other commands to maneuver it into using the agents to do the proper research that I wanted. Otherwise, it would just do the research itself. Now, the difference is the orchestrator agent. The orchestrator agent is no longer subjective. It's no longer subjective. It's objective. I go /orchestrate this project. It is going to engage with each of the agents that I tell it to engage with within the commands. So it's not saying, oh, I think we should do this or I think we should do that. It's saying, okay, cool. Here's my command. This agent go, this agent go, this agent go. Done. So essentially, with this plan that it used to do by itself, I decide the plan, and the plan is within the /orchestrate, right? So the plan, instead of the orchestrator creating the plan, I'm like, no, dog. The plan tells the orchestrator what to do. So because it's a / command, you get that now. So like I said here, / command can orchestrate several subagents. So you want to create a landing page, you want to create a website. I'm going to go, okay, the /website command is going to be, here's the get, here's the copywriting /command, because you can include commands within commands. It's a bit of a shell game, right? So use the copywriting /command, use the research /command, use the branding /command, use the engineering /command, and then those will have their agents within them. And now we've just unlocked an entirely new layer to this whole thing. So I'm going to create I think what I'm going to create is I'm going to create a / command for pumping out perfect websites in one shot. I think the one shot meta might be back. I think it might be back because the reason the one shot meta wasn't working before was because there was all of these issues around the subjectivity of, you know, an agent going in there and trying to create this and spinning up that and then running out of tokens here or doing that there or doing half of the research, and then it would try to give you the answer that you wanted. That doesn't happen. We don't have to have that anymore. If the command is set up in such a way that it knows exactly the parameters in which it has to fulfill, you don't have to worry about these things being ignored or reward hacked, because you're giving it exactly what it has to do and exactly why it has to do it and what you're looking for. So anyways, this is a bit of a short one today. I just want to chat about this / commands versus agents. I thought agents were the whole thing, but Jasper6371 came in goated with the sauce. He threw it up and he shattered my whole reality around agents. And this has just made everything that you're doing, whether it's with ChatGPT agents or Claude Code agents. Claude Code is more specifically focused on this stuff, but I mean, this is what it is. This is where it's going. So I'm now, if you type in like / command agent in the comments, I will send you directly my most up-to-date agents for building websites, or my most up-to-date / command for building websites. I think it's going to have to be something you download because it's going to include agents. It's going to include multiple / commands, and I'm going to essentially branch these off. And I will talk about that in the next video. But for this one, I'm going to call it there. If you stayed to the end, you are an absolute legend. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope you're out there. I hope you're making some money. And please like and subscribe. You are an absolute stud. I appreciate you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.